candidate over another. Let's begin, though, with those voter report cards. They come as a letter mailed to your house. Within the last 3 hours, Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown has issued a cease and desist order to the organization sending those letters. Alexis Wainwright is with me. And Alexis, you talked to the CEO of the group sending those letters. But first, well, let's see if we can get you there, Alexis. What's the AG saying?
Well, Leslie, all of this is happening less than 24 hours after our initial story about voters' concerns. Now, both the Attorney General and the State Board of Elections say they received several complaints about these letters that were sent. Now, the main issue here is that people who receive these letters are being led to believe that if they choose not to vote, that decision will be published to their neighbors.
Maryland Attorney General Anthony Brown is calling out the Voter Participation Center and Center for Voter Information Thursday for, quote, threatening voters. In this cease and desist letter to the two nonprofits, Brown states Maryland law prohibits using certain types of, quote, conduct designed to influence or attempt to influence a voter's decision whether to cast a ballot.
There was sort of a threatening undertone, like they were somehow surveilling my voting habits and said they were going to watch and see if I voted in this election.
Robin Stutman is just one of the more than dozen Maryland voters who shared their concerns with WUSA 9.
I just thought it was really overstepping, just really sort of out of bounds.
We spoke with the CEO and president of the nonprofits. He says this is a tactic they've been using for over a decade in all kinds of elections.
We have found that they are the most effective tool at increasing voter turnout.
He says the goal is to help register voters and get voters from groups who are usually underrepresented to the poll.
At the end of the day, as an American, I think what we want is a robust election with everybody turning out, so our representation is based on the people who are voting.
But that's not the message all voters are receiving.
I understand that the voting records are public, but the message you're sending or the communication was the issue.
If somebody finds a letter objectionable, I'd encourage them simply recycle the letter and get out and vote.
And tonight we spoke with some people who aren't bothered by these letters, but majority say this is just too much. Now, the AG wants the nonprofit to stop sending the letters and hold off on publishing voter participation that they threatened to put out after the election.